Dear students, let's begin our next lecture. Today we are going to talk about translation of proper names. We are going to talk about the types of them and the ways of translation into the target language. As you know,
what do you say? What's target language? Target language, yeah. Target language. Mesela Uzbek tili, bu inglizlar aytgan bo'lsa, bizning target language'imiz, our target language is Uzbek. So it teaches us about how to translate the proper names from English into our target, but Uzbek language.
Proper names, especially Arabic, is kept in letters.
You know, proper names are often written especially in capital letters. For example, Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is written with capital letter. And also Tashkent, Surxondaryo, for example, Termiz State University. You know?
Yeah. They can be names of specific person, place, or thing. For example, you can see Mr. Key, Harry Potter, the Chamber of Secrets, the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, it's an example. Mr. Key, Harry is the name, Potter is the surname, and the Chamber of Secrets, the Golden Gate Bridge, and also Termiz State University.
All of them are considered to be proper names. All the names that you see on the screen are also accepted to be proper names. The Gulf Stream, the Gulf of Mexico, the Emerald Island, the Tarsus, Hernihaid. All of them are written in the capital letters and are called proper names. Proper nouns can be personal names such as Jane, Mr. Brown, Rex, and as well as geographical names like Africa.
Proper names are divided into two groups. First of them, personal names. The second is geographical name. For example, Dilnoza. Dilnoza is a personal name. Geographical name, Termiz, as I told about. Surxondaryo, maybe Amudarya, river.
The Urals and the Tower Bridge. And all the names specifically given to people or place names or the things, ideas are called proper.
For example, you know the names of people. We have told and I have shown names of places, the geographical names. This third one is name of things, such as titles of books and games or products. For example, Nestle is the name of a product, yeah? And also, Utken Kullar, it's a novel, yeah? It's also the name of the books. For example, there are lots of titles of books and names of productions. The third one is name of ideas. For example, philosophies, movements, and religions. Christmas, Romanticism, Monday, October. For example, now February, yeah? February, 20th century.
Nouns that we see on the screen. Names of the people as we see Thomas, Uncle Frank. Names of places, things and ideas. Basically, nouns are classified as common and proper. Common nouns refer to a class of common things, and the proper nouns especially are the names of people, places, and their main things, especially you. Some translators say that the proper names have no meaning and no need for translation. Proper names are never translated. Seems to be deeply rooted in many people's mind. They say they are meaningless and there is no need for translation into the public language. don't always use the same techniques. These all the proper names of the particular text that they are translating. They may translate the same text, but they may translate proper names with different techniques. Some people may transliterate, some of them may translate, some of them substitute. That you can see on the screen several methods of translation. Some of those will simply
There are given the types of translation as Sarah told about, sorts of translation, non-translation. These ideas all are about proper names, the translation of proper names. No translation, non-translation that leads to a different pronunciation in the target language. Transcription or transliteration as Sarah told, yeah? For example, from non-Latin alphabets, morphological adaptation to the target language, cultural adaptation, substitution, and so on. Understandable?
the non-translated leaves them out. They may use adaptation, substitution, or just they will use transcription and so on. They try to give proper names translation in target language from their own point of view. And some translators say they are not translated words, but some people say they have got a meaning, and while translating, translators should give attention to the translation of proper names, especially. They should be more careful while translating proper names. So, all the techniques you see on the screen are used by the or they may be transcription.
It's transcription, copying the sound from the source language word by means of target letters. For example, Isaac Asimov, Watson, George, William Blake, Wall Street, Waterloo.
Copying the sounds on the screen. England, Zulu, so on. So they copy the sound of the source language into the target language. So on the screen you see again.
Ways of rendering of context-free words. Proper geographical names are transcribed with TR letters, it is Smith, Brown, John Fitzgerald, Kennedy, John Fitz, as you have said.
And transcription. For example, Downing Street was copied all the sound to the target language. What that means? They transposition just gives a meaning.
Transposition. King Charles, King James, or George, King William, King Louis, King Henry. They are all transpositions.
In the target language, using the versions in target language, for example, King Charles, Carol, and so on. Next technique is calque.
Do you know about calque translation? You know? Calque translation. Calque is a translation by parts, not all the text. But if we translate the text into part by part, it's called a calque translation. For example, Red Square, Jack the Ripper, the Boston Strangler, kitchen tea, brainwashing, or eats.
Calque translation. It means calque is translation by parts. Two parts or just two phrases will be translated just without changing the structure into the target language. Pacific Ocean, Тихий океан. If you see the example, you can see Pacific Ocean was translated into English. It is a phrase, yes, and it was translated into the Russian language without changing.
Okay. What do you think? What's proper name? Who can answer?
schools names, college names, and also another companies. For example, Formula College in Cologne and Bobber
Bobber's Park. Yeah.
and another.
And another, then there are proper names,
Proper
yeah?
names.
Okay, thank you, sir. Very good. Can we translate proper names from one language into another? What do you say? What do you say? Gulshada, please stand up. Can you translate your name from English into, from Uzbek into English? Can you translate your name?
My name is Gulshada. Gulshada is Gulshada, or word by word. It means flower bucket. A flower bucket.
It's the meaning of your name, yeah?
Yeah.
Or can we translate it into another language?
Gulshada.
Yeah.
Gulshada.
In spelling, it could be changed between A and U, yeah? But we can't translate names into one language to another. Okay, thank you, Seth. Very good. What do you think?
May I actually?
Okay, you may add.
I think we translate the names. We use translation transliteration because in Uzbek has O and letters, and in
Letters.
English this letters.
There are no such kind of letters in English, yeah?
And in English W is not used in Uzbek, so we use transliteration.
In such kind of situations, we use transliteration. Okay, you're right. Thank you, Seth. Who wants to add information to Savaras and other students? Okay, Jamal.
We see a lot of kinds of the proper names. I think the first geographical names, and so entrepreneurs, and so other especially names. We while the translations. So first reason it is important to appropriate for the translation. Maybe, for example, for that Pacific Ocean, translated by Uzbek Tinchakan. But while sometimes we translate by the smile means or other aspects of the translation, we face them.
Okay, it's very good. Take a seat.